Hey guys, this video, the matchup I kind of want to discuss is Angela versus Wonder Woman. As we all know, I believe Angela is kind of like a newer incorporated Marvel character in the Marvel Comics. I believe around 2013, 2014, she was bought, by Marvel from Image Comics. She was originally in Spawn, really intriguing character. I believe, her retcon lore in Marvel Comics is that she's the daughter of Odin, but she was kind of raised by angels, but she's not an angel herself. Overall, really interesting character. Versus somebody like Wonder Woman. As we all know, Wonder Woman, depending on, the origins that you want to use, she was made from clay, or she's the daughter of Zeus. Really, depending on which lore, I mean, it doesn't really change that much, but I'm just going to go with the fact that she's the daughter of Zeus. Never really was a big fan of her being made of clay. I mean, it's kind of interesting, but I'm just not really a big fan of that, lore interpretation. But who do I think will win? For this matchup, I like Angela. I know she's pretty fun to play in Marvel, Marvel Rivals, kind of like a melee flying type character. It's kind of like a dive tank. Overall, really interesting character to play. But unfortunately for this matchup, I don't think Angela has what it takes to beat somebody like Wonder Woman. Angela is very strong. She's very formidable. I mean, she's able to hold her own against people like Thor. Though I would say that this is probably Thor kind of holding back. I don't think somebody like Thor going all the way out, completely bloodlusted. I don't think Angela can really hold her own. I'm just going to be honest. Most of these characters, when they kind of have these impressive feats against like top tiers like Superman, Wonder Woman, Thor, and even like people like Shazam, it's usually due to the fact, writers try, level up these characters' prestige by kind of having to go up against heavy hitters or the top dogs. But usually these characters are kind of holding back. They're kind of showing some grace. Somebody like Angela isn't in the same leagues of powerhouse when it comes to, facing people like Wonder Woman. I don't think she has the raw power, the raw might, though her gear is somewhat impressive. But when you got somebody like Wonder Woman, whose sword can cut through atoms, not only that, but with the lasso of truth, I mean, she just kind of overwhelms somebody like Angela, unfortunately. Not only that, but Wonder Woman, based on her feats, she's able to support the weight of the entire planet, though she was helped by people like Martian Manhunter and Superman. But Wonder Woman is, impressively strong on an absurd level. I think just with raw strength alone, she was kind of just overwhelmed somebody like Angela. I don't think she can really hang in there just, with just raw physical stats. Though she might be able to put up a fight initially, but just like most fights, especially this one, it's more of a battle of just attrition, strength, and overall just endurance. Something that I think Angela overall just lacks as a character in general. No shade on her, but I don't think she can hang in there with Wonder Woman. So for this matchup, I gotta give it to Wonder Woman. But let me know what you guys think about this matchup.